If you've ever felt like you're putting in all the effort just to keep your relationship from falling apart, if you're tired of feeling misunderstood, or like you're the only one trying to make it work, this video is for you.
We've been there, staring at each other across the room, wondering if it's even worth continuing, but we found a way through.
And it started with asking ourselves some brutally honest questions. If you're ready to stop repeating the same arguments and start building something real, keep watching. Hey, I'm Joshua, and this is my wife Jada. And we've been together for almost a decade now, but it almost didn't last this long. Early in our relationship, we came close to breaking up, like really close.
Yes, we hit a point where we weren't clear on what we wanted, and honestly, we didn't even know what questions to ask each other. We had no idea if we could actually push through growing pains of committing to a serious relationship.
And that's the thing. Every relationship has obstacles, but interracial and intercultural ones, they come with a whole extra set of challenges that can sneak up on you if you're not prepared.
But here we are, almost a decade later, still learning, still growing, and still choosing each other every day.
So in this video, we're gonna share 5 crucial questions you should ask yourself before you throw in the towel on a relationship that feels like it's on the edge. I'm on the edge. Question 1, do your goals complement each other? Like, do your dreams align, or are you unknowingly pulling each other in completely different directions? This is foundational because if your life goals don't intersect in a meaningful way, you're setting yourself up for constant friction. Your personal goals serve as the roadmap for your life, and if those roadmaps don't even cross paths, you're in for a rough journey. This doesn't mean your goals have to be identical. That's a common misconception. They just have to support each other in a way that creates synergy, not conflict. For example, if one of you dreams of building a successful online brand and traveling the world, while the other's passionate is creating immersive fitness content and coaching clients through transformational journeys, that's not necessarily a clash. In fact, it's a potential partnership. You can build a brand that blends travel, lifestyle, and fitness content, feeding off each other's passions. But if one person's goal is to travel the world, building a brand, while the other craves a stable home-centered life, you got a potential problem. That's 2 separate roadmaps leading in 2 separate directions. This kind of misalignment can lead to emotional distance and misunderstandings, where one person might feel isolated while the other feels held back. So before you call it quits, really ask yourself if your goals complement each other or if they're pulling you apart. Can you grow together, or are you just growing separately?
When the honeymoon period fades, do you still want to be with this person? We get it. In the beginning, everything feels so exciting and thrilling. You're all over each other and the chemistry is there. But eventually, that intense physical connection cools down and you start to see each other for who you really are. The good, the bad, and the messy, the weird, the crazy, everything. This is when the real relationship begins. For us, that initial rush was real, but when we moved in together, things shifted. We started to notice each other's quirks and flaws more, and the little things became big things if you let them. This is a critical moment because it forces you to evaluate the core of your relationship. Do I still want to be with this person now that the spark has evolved into something deeper? Do I actually appreciate who this person is, or was I just caught up in the chemistry? You have to be able to choose each other daily, even when the romantic part of the relationship isn't as intense. You have to build a partnership that goes beyond surface level attraction and into real long-term compatibility.
Number 3, can I continue to improve my communication with this person? This one's huge. Can you actually keep improving your communication with this person? Communication is the backbone to any successful relationship, and it's the root of 90% of relationship problems. For us, this was a big one. Jada's from Korea and I'm from the US, so we had to figure out how to bridge these cultural gaps early on. English isn't her first language, so I had to learn to communicate in different ways. I had to be clear, direct, and I had to be okay with repeating myself 3 or 4 times, just so she could fully understand. We even created our own communication rule. It's the DNA rule, which stands for define, never assume, and ask. It's simple but powerful. It gives proper meaning to the words we use, avoids making assumptions, and always encourages asking for clarity when we're not sure. And honestly, it's been a game changer for us since we started practicing this method. But beyond language, the emotional communication too. Can you share your feelings without fear of judgment? Can you express your needs without shutting down? These are the deeper layers of communication that often get overlooked, but they're just as crucial for a lasting relationship. So before you walk away, ask yourself, can you actually keep working on this? Or is the communication gap too wide to close?
Do we have clear boundaries? Talking about boundaries. This one's so important. Boundaries are not about pushing each other away. They're about creating a safe space where you both can thrive respectfully. Without them, it's easy to overstep and involve yourself in areas you don't belong, and that's when problems start to creep in. Boundaries have helped us establish safeguards in our relationships so we know when we're overstepping and we can maintain a strong sense of trust. Boundaries can also include emotional and mental limits, like how much you share about your relationship with friends or family. Some things should stay between you and your partner to protect your bond. Without clear boundaries and without understanding what boundaries you need, small issues can snowball into major trust problems, resentment, and even emotional burnout.
Last but not least, question 5. Are you willing to get help to make the relationship work? If this relationship is something you're willing to fight for, but you keep finding yourself facing the same challenges, maybe it's time to bring in some outside help. Most people don't seek help, and by the time we have to make the ultimate decision, sometimes it's too late. What separates people who are thriving in life from those who aren't is this: they know when to ask for help, and they're not afraid to do it. In a relationship, this can mean seeking a therapist, a counselor, or a relationship coach, someone who can look at your relationship from a bird's eye view and offer a fresh perspective and practical tools to help you overcome your challenges. If the relationship is worth saving, drop the ego and don't be afraid to ask for help. It's okay to not have all the answers, especially in an intercultural or interracial relationship where the challenges can be very unique from time to time. Whether you're on the verge of breaking up, thinking about getting into a relationship, or just wanting to improve the one you already have, we made a free course that dives deeper into some of the topics we touched on today. It's about 2 hours long, so you can power through it in a day, and it's completely free. If you're interested, the link is in the description.